This is Blurred Out, where STEM meets swagger. I'm Terrence Southern, your guide to the coolest side of science, technology, engineering, and math. Get ready to ditch the textbooks and vibe with us as we dive into the wild world of STEM through the eyes of game changers you didn't know you needed. But before we do that, let's take a pick of the kicks.
That's so black.
Confidence, yeah. It really shouldn't be no arguments, cause you're now viewing the greatest of all time, saying I can't get better.
I'm excited about today's episode where we explore a fascinating intersection of technology and the entertainment industry. Today we have a writer and WGA Strike Captain, Darrin Dortch, to help us navigate through the future of work and entertainment. Our focus will be on evolving landscape of job roles due to AI advancements and the responses of the unions and artists to these transformative changes. Welcome to BlerdOut, Darrin.
Hey.
Please share with me how you got started in your career, and has this always been what you wanted to do?
Yeah. I mean, I have wanted to be a writer since I was like 6. So I was born and raised in St. Louis. So when I was really young, I loved watching like R-rated films. So I would watch stuff like Halloween, Basic Instinct, Showgirls, and then I would watch like the Martin, Living Single, the Roseanne. I mean, I know she's canceled now, but that was one of the shows. So when like I was young, I was like, oh, like I want to write sitcoms, and then I want to write like R-rated like horror movies, the comedy films. So yeah.
So what type of films do you mostly write? Are you kind of pretty broad, write a little bit of everything?
I mean, honestly, I like it really tasteless and really ratchet. But
okay.
More specifically though, like I like the comedies, I like horrors, I like adult dramas, and I like erotic thrillers.
Okay.
So
very good.
Yeah. Yep.
So I wanted to touch on a sensitive subject to most, I'm sure, and to the entertainment industry. But recently there were the strikes that happened in the entertainment industry. Can you kind of share the impact of the recent strikes and what that's doing to the industry and how the recovery is going so far?
I mean, honestly, oh man, it's so much with the strikes. But in, like a nutshell, we were fighting over AI, residuals, how many people in the writers' rooms, like how many writers on set. Like it was like a lot. And honestly, since the rise of streaming now, the business has really changed now. So we are in a period now where we are seeing less TV shows being made, less films being made. There's like less jobs, and right now it's taking like a lot like longer for people to sell things, get staff. I mean, it's a really tough time now. So I mean, I know a lot of the writers now that have the second jobs now. So I mean, like I know the writers that like have written films, TV shows, and they're still doing that, but they're like also they are driving Uber. I know somebody now that is a travel agent. I know some other folks that are like escorting now. Like it's just everybody is just really like hustling. So yeah,
Well,
yeah. Shit, I'm not hating on nobody. So yeah.
Do you believe that this recent strike has had more impact on actors overall, or a greater impact on black actors? And if so, what's your perspective on that? I
mean, I feel like if ever some shit is going down in like Hollywood, it's always going to hurt the people of color first. I mean, it's always been that way. So we are, like right now, we've seen a lot of TV shows get canceled. And I mean, it's been a lot of shows, but it's also been a lot of black shows. So it's a lot of black writers and black like actors now that don't have jobs, So it's just like, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds impactful. So the WGA has been on the forefront of the strike, and you're a strike captain, right?
Yeah.
Like what is the role that you played in that in the strikes?
So in the strikes, I mean, I helped organize like events. I was on the strike lines every week. I went to various studios. What else did I do? I spoke to a lot of writers, showrunners, actors, you know, and I mean, I feel like my job was really like, you know, like helping the people like stay in engaged, and then also sort of like the calming the people down too, because this was like a really, really like scary time, because there hadn't been a major Hollywood strike amongst writers in like maybe 15 years. And then actors hadn't been on strike in over 20 years probably. Wow. Like if not longer. So yeah.
All right. Do you think the technological advances that they were trying to move, you know, forward, was the goal achieved, or was this, you know, was there any agreement made that seemed sufficient for how to move forward?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like the Writers Guild, we got a really, really great deal. And I feel like SAG as well got some really good stuff. Like, I don't want to comment that much on, you know, SAG, but with the Writers Guild, we got a really, really good deal that protects us against, like, you know, like AI, and with things with wages and writers' rooms and being like on set. So I feel like it was very worth it. But like it was very hard though. It was not easy.
I can imagine. I can imagine. In what ways do you think AI is going to change the landscape of the actors and the roles for the writers as well?
Yeah. So I mean, I want to say that as a writer, I don't think we can stop like AI at all, but we can put some rules in the place though, which is what we've done. So I feel like give it maybe 3-4 years, and I feel like we're going to be seeing more AI used in films, TV shows. Specifically on the writer side, though, I mean, right now, the deal that we have is that the studios, if they want to work with any writer that is in the Writers Guild, like it must be, the script must be written by a human. That's in like our deal. So right now, with us, it's like a zero tolerance. Okay. With that said, our deal is up in 2026. So who, you know, knows what like advances will, you know, be there then. So I feel like as long as the studios are able to work with the unions, we'll be able to kind of, you know, come to some other kind of terms with how they want to use like AI. But for us, like right now, we are not like entertaining like I on the writer side, because, you know, we just feel like if you are writing a script, like AI cannot really do like emotion, right? You know. So for instance, for myself, like I write like really ratchet shit. Yeah. Like AI, they can't do that. Like I feel like AI doesn't have like swag and like emotion. So, you know, but we'll see like how things like advance in, you know, 2 years like or so.
Yeah, and just to add some clarity for our audience, like from those who may not be as aware with AI, like when you're speaking to AI and the script writing, you're talking about that a computer, an algorithm is going to write the whole entire script.
Yeah. No, I have a buddy that last year he wrote a script with like AI, and you know he showed it to me, and I was like, "What is this fuck shit?" I'm sorry. No, like I was like, "What is this? This is bad." Like it was just a very basic, very basic like script, and but that's what AI, does.
Right.
Now, again, for AI, it helps, I feel like, more on the techie side, but as like a writer, you need that emotion, that, like swag. So I've seen scripts written by it, and it was just very basic.
Right.
And it's like, no.
Do you believe that this, so here for the BlerdOut movement, the goal is to move the culture, right? To uplift STEM innovators. Do you think this is an opportunity for some of those more culturally diverse programmers and software engineers to create an algorithm that speaks to the swag that wants to be introduced and possibly in the 2026?
Fuck yeah. I'm sorry, Cicely. I'm so sorry. No, hell yes. No, like I feel like if we are able to take control of our own shit and make like our own shit, like it's like that's like the way,
And right now they're using AI platforms that don't speak the language of the
exactly.
culture and the movie that the ratchetness cannot be put in there by just anybody, right?
Nope.
So they need to consult you when
they
start
need to consult me, like
when they start
pay
developing
me my check and I can help you with some AI. But like right now, like I'm not putting my name on anything that's generic and just bad. I mean, well, if it's the right price, maybe.
Right.
That's a whole other. I told you we gonna talk some shit today.
Okay. No, good. So, how do writers navigate between the technological advances with the scripts? Like I think you just explained some of this, right? Is that it comes back really bad and basic. Right? What does it need to sound like?
I mean, again, it needs to sound like the characters are three-dimensional. It needs like emotion. Again, it needs swag. It needs character. And I mean, right now, in script the form, like AI sounds like a robot. And I mean, I'm like, if AI is writing scripts, it needs to sound human.
Right.
And that's the like issue. So again, when we were on strike last year, like we were like, look, if y'all think y'all are going to have AI write a generic script, and then you want like a writer, oh, let's pay you $6,000 to rewrite this AI script. That was never happening. And it still won't happen.
Right.
So, yeah.
All right, understood. Are there any specific concerns that you have about AI and the future of AI and how, come 2026, what's going to be the impact? Like, what would be the greatest concern? Like, is that further job loss, or what's that look like in your mind?
I mean, I feel like right now Hollywood is certainly they are condensing like everything now. With that said, I feel like this is really nothing new. I mean, I feel like there has been advancements in like Hollywood for decades. Going back to the black and the white, film, color film became television. And I mean, for myself, I will say this. I'm not really that scared because I have talent. Right. Like, it's just, and that's no shade to like anybody, but I feel like anybody that has the talent is able to kind of navigate all these advances. With that said, the thing that does scare me, though, is that I feel like AI will have less jobs, though. And that's the thing that scares me, because I feel like the younger folks that are trying to get in now, they won't have in easier time, you know, say 5 years from now, if it's AI like writing scripts and doing things on sets, like and stuff. It's just, yeah.
So how do you see the relationship between writers and AI evolving? You know, like, is there a possibility for it to get any better?
I mean, again, like, I feel like if the studios are able to continue to make some nice deals with us, we can, I mean, I guess at least meet them half, you know, way with like AI. But I mean, like right now, I don't see a world in the next, let's say, 3 years where we're just like, oh yeah, we will rewrite that AI script and blah, blah, blah. Yeah. But I mean, maybe 5 years from now, maybe 10 years from now, you know. But I mean, I feel like right now there's like a hard line between the Writers Guild and the studios when it comes to like AI, you know.
Okay.
So I hope that makes sense.
It makes sense. So how could the collaboration between writers and AI, you know, grow? Like, from your perspective, and we were talking about if you guys were able to create your own platform, right? If there was a Play AI platform that had swag in it, the technology speaks well, would you be willing to use it?
For me, I mean, this is hard for me because, I mean, on a personal level, like, I don't need like AI. Like, I write fast, like, I know what I'm doing, but looking on it from the outside, though, I feel like if by chance writers team up with AI, I think the best way would be, you know, if you are on set and you have to rewrite a script super, super fast, I think that's when AI becomes extremely convenient still, you know.
You know, for me personally, I've always looked at AI as just a reference tool, right? But the part that makes me nervous as it relates to writing a script is that once you put something in there, who owns it?
Right, exactly.
You know, who owns that information, right? Is it the programmer? Is it the owner of the company, of the platform, and different things like that? Furthermore, if someone who isn't part of the company or isn't a software engineer puts something in there, you've just given up your intellectual property and the copyright to something you created.
And I mean, even before these like strikes last year, a lot of writers were chatting, you know, saying like, you know, like, we want more like ownership of our scripts, like, and stuff. So is there anything that we can put in like our deals where we have a piece of like ownership? But if we are working with the studios and using AI, it makes it like even harder for us to kind of like own like our own scripts, like even like a piece really. So yeah.
Okay, yeah, I got it, I get it. So finding the right balance is crucial. So how are you embracing the technology of the AI right where you are in your career right now? You know, I'm sure are you working on these scripts right now?
Oh, always. So
you're still just writing, you know, pen to paper and just, you know.
Yeah, always. Yeah. I mean, right now, so for myself, I really, really like staying up on everything that's going on. So every day I am reading about the latest news, the technology. So I really like to stay up on what's going on. I mean, like, again, being a member of the Writers Guild right now, I mean, we have a strict, like, we're not using that shit. You know, so right now it doesn't affect me as much. But ask me again in 2026. Okay. I feel like it moves so fast now that I feel like we could be having a whole different discussion at this time in 9 months.
Right.
So
oh, yeah, right.
Yeah.
We're already in 2024.
Yeah.
We'll be here before you know it.
Yeah.
So what advice would you give to young, aspiring writers who want to come into this industry, knowing what the future looks like? How do you keep them encouraged to going forward into the pathway of the entertainment industry?
Yeah. I mean, one, I like to tell people, one, educate yourselves about this business. Read books, like articles, speak to people that that are like advanced in it. And then also, though, I still feel like if you are really, really talented and you work like very hard, you can get somewhere. So I always tell the writers, no matter what is going on now, write your shit, work your ass off. Because at the end of the day, they will always need like stories. But the challenge now is that we are competing like against like AI, social media. So, now I always say like, hey, like everybody write really rich, like entertaining shit,
right,
so that people like really want to see it.
Do they not have like script editors who come behind the AI driven scripts, or they just kind of put it out there the way it's written on the computer?
It's certainly out there. I mean, but those people are really like never seen,
right? Okay.
And they don't make like nearly like as much though,
Right, I get it.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I appreciate this. This has been a great discussion. I've learned a lot here. Certainly I know a lot about AI, but not how it impacts the industry.
Yeah.
So I just, how can you tell our audience a little bit more about where they can find out about your work and follow you on social media?
No. So I am on Instagram and X, Twitter, at Low the Budget Laughs, and then I've been a writer on Klaus, which is streaming on Hulu. I've been a writer on the Kings of Napa, which is on like Apple and some like other spots like and stuff. And then I have a lot of new shit that's coming up. So you guys will be hearing a lot more from me very soon. So, and like, again, I am very hard R and very ratchet. So it's just like, I'm just warning you now. Like, if you watch my shit. So,
if you're looking for a ratchet writer, Darrin Dortch here with us. He came to BlerdOut with us today. Thank you for joining us. It's been a pleasure. And remember to hit the like button and subscribe to the BlerdOut podcast. We'll see you next time. Thank you.
Nice.
Confidence, it really shouldn't be no arguments, cause you're now viewing the greatest of all time.